Rick, what's the status of lawsuits against Texas's Republican gerrymandering?
So Texas passed a plan in 2021 that was challenged as a racial gerrymander and an intentional racial discrimination claim in there under the 15th Amendment and a violation of Section 2 of the Voting Rights Act. That preliminary injunction ruling we were awaiting that, like taking place over a number of years. And then the plaintiffs came in and they amended their complaint, and they've now asked for a new preliminary injunction to stop the Texas maps from the new Texas maps that were passed this summer from being put into place. We're waiting for a court ruling. So it could be that some of those 5 Republican districts will be rolled back by a lower court. And if they do, the Supreme Court might say, no, don't roll them back, or it's too late to do it this election. We just don't know. This is really hard for campaigns, for candidates. They don't know what district they're supposed to run in. It's hard to fundraise when you don't know where you're running, who your constituents are going to be. It's just a mess, and it's going to be a mess. In Missouri, where they've enacted another redistricting plan, voters are trying to collect signatures to create a referendum. If the referendum qualifies for the ballot, it just means you get enough signatures so that voters vote on the law to decide if the law should stand. The law's put on hold. So if they get enough signatures, then the Missouri one is put on hold. I mean, it's just everywhere that this is happening, there are lawsuits. California is no different than these other states in that regard.
And just to clarify, Professor, so in Texas, that is a race-based lawsuit. They're saying that what Latino voters in Texas have been discriminated against?
Well, they're making 3 claims. One is that Latinos and Black voters have been intentionally discriminated against in violation of the 15th Amendment. Another claim is that Latinos and Blacks have been discriminated against in terms of a discriminatory effect in violation of Section 2 of the Voting Rights Act, and the racial gerrymandering claim, like we see in California. Race was the most important factor that the Texas legislature used when they were deciding to draw lines. Why might they look at where the Blacks live in parts of, Dallas or Houston? Because that's where the Democrats are. So are they doing race or party? That's what the lower court's supposed to disentangle it with that claim.